Hi friends, my dandelions. This is a little channel, but I think it's an important channel. And if you're going through the throes of infidelity, uh, whether you've decided to put the marriage back or not, there's a whole host of mixed emotions and feelings and well, it's just chaotic. I've said that in other videos. You're just gonna, in the beginning, it's very chaotic until you start to sort it out and either decide to stay or go. And so now I want to talk to the betrayer who cannot patch it up. The marriage is not going to be saved. These are some behaviors that might surprise you in your spouse, in your betrayed spouse. Because remember, you're the one who took that whole marriage and balled it up and threw it out. And so if you are not able or willing to do your part of the work, or if the betrayed spouse is not willing, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine for that person to say, no, I do not want to live with that stain in my marriage. So it may surprise you when they stop asking questions. They decide that their peace is worth more than knowing your sordid details. It may surprise you when your spouse can move on without you. They can build a life without you. And you can build a life without that person. In the beginning, you're going to be all over the place. But if you are the spouse who's decided to leave, that is your prerogative, and only you can make that decision. The person who cheated might be surprised to see that their spouse can be happier without them. Once the spouse leaves and decides to rebuild a life and what? They can move on without me. I was dispensable after all. You treated the spouse as dispensable. You gambled your whole marriage and that person's well-being for your thrill. Now you're surprised that they can move on without you. It may surprise the betrayer when the spouse doesn't believe their excuses anymore. All of a sudden, what they were taking as truth when you would lie to them, now they're like, you might even be telling the truth. And they're like, save it. I don't believe you. That is a very real possibility and one you need to be prepared for. Your word does not mean anything. Eventually, the person who leaves will stop missing the person they thought you were. They may grieve in the beginning, a marriage, a person they thought they had, but eventually they'll wake up and realize you weren't the person they thought you were, and that wasn't the marriage they thought they had. And they can wrap that up and put it behind them. And eventually, they may thank you, even though you may not ever hear it. But secretly, they may think, you forced me into this life, and it's a better life. So thank you. My sister's going through that. She just had her 1-year anniversary of being divorced. And we were comparing where she was a year ago to now. And she's like, I would have never have chosen this life, but it is better. So you might be surprised when there's a little gratitude there for your behaviors. Hey, y'all take care. I'll see you on the next video.